Hello everyone, this is Stock Zero coming at you with a video on AMC versus Universal and whether or not it's an investment I'm interested in buying since it is at a lower price. And of course, we are talking about AMC here. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening. As many of you have seen, AMC has come out to say we are no longer going to show Universal movies in our theaters. Now that's a big deal for many reasons which we will go into. But first let's give a little bit background of AMC theaters. AMC is one of the largest movie theaters in the world, spanning with 1,000 theaters and 11,000 screens, and this ranges from the United States, Europe, as well as the Middle East. They are one of the biggest players in this field. And so we can also look at some of their earnings report, their 2019 Q4, which is their latest one. We can look at revenue, which they beat revenue, so they're doing well there. EPS was phenomenal. They got 35 cents per share versus the 5 cents that was expected, right? And also their program, Stubs, which some of my friends actually have that, is a fantastic program that gets people coming to those AMC theaters with awesome deals. Now, where's the issue? Well, the issue started when this current situation that we find ourselves in began to happen and people started staying indoors. That's when Universal, right? They were planning on releasing their movie Trolls World Tour into theaters, but because of the situation, they released it digitally. And they knew they were going to make a lot of money from it, but they just didn't know how much. And to everyone's surprise, they made 100 million just on the digital release. Now, the CEO saw this and she said, "You know what? Let's go ahead and make it so that our movies are released in the theater as well as digital because they can maximize their profits." Now, AMC as well as Cineworld saw this and said, "No way, you can't do that." They condoned the action and were very upset by it, and especially AMC was especially upset because they said that they would not show Universal movies anymore. Now, that's a huge escalation, but the reason why becomes a little bit more clear when we sort of research a little bit more into AMC. AMC in general, right? Although they've been making money over the quarters, depending on the quarters, uh, they still have debt and even more debt because of the situation. They've had to pull out more debt. And so that's an issue, especially on that balance sheet. Even more so, think about where these theaters are at. Specifically, a lot of AMC theaters tend to be at malls, right? Just like where any other theater usually is at. And as many of you know, malls have been on the decline, right? And because there's been decline in malls, they're getting less traffic from people there as well. Not only that, but you have the rise of Netflix, right? Disney with their new streaming service. All these platforms that make it easier to watch movies at the convenience of your own home. And so that's also caused a decline in attendance in these movie theaters. Now, you still have people that really do want to go see certain movies in theaters, but there does seem to be a shift based on sort of the technology that's been given to us. And so it's this question of, is this going to start fizzling out movie theaters, right? The question that people have been asking, because you have many of these great companies offering us movies instantly, TV shows instantly at the comfort of our home. And so when I look at this stock, I think to myself, man, I see a discount. I was planning on buying the stock about a year ago because I really liked what they had going. But from now, I don't think I'm going to buy the stock. And there's a couple of reasons. Even though the stock is very cheap right now, there are a couple of reasons why I'd be hesitant. I'm looking at this long term. And some things that I noticed about AMC is first off, if anyone's been to an AMC theater, their pricing is insane. Some movies go for 13 plus dollars, right? And that's too much. There are cheaper theaters out there, but AMC just charges a lot. They have a lot of great things to them, but the pricing is just too much of a bar, right? And once again, you have other streaming services that are making it easier for people to stay in the comfort of their home. It takes effort for people to go out. If you give something easier for people, they are going to take it. So AMC has to figure out some way. I think the cost is the biggest thing they need to figure out so they can compete with everyone else. All right, thank you everyone, and have a great day.